Yo, welcome to the OGPOV universe where we kicking game from an OG point of view. Let's talk about it, man. SpaceX is slated to IPO at $135 per share at the end of the week. They're offering 555 million shares, looking to raise $75 billion, all right? With that $75 billion raised, it'll raise the company valuation to $1.75 trillion, all right? So this Friday, Elon Musk is slated to become the world's first trillionaire, all right? So if Elon becomes the world's first trillionaire, that means that he could spend $1 million a day for the next 2,700 years. Like, just think about that. $1 million a day for the next 2,700 years. That's enough to at least have a conversation about it, right? SpaceX, their business focuses on rockets, satellites, the Starlink program via these satellites, and just space travel in general. You know, the end game is they say that we're gonna put niggas on Mars. That's what they tell us. They say we're gonna put niggas on Mars. That's wild as fuck, because one, we've never even been to space before. All this space travel shit's fake. We can go into that at a later date, maybe even later on in this video. But so much is going on, right? Because what's the exit plan, all right? So say you buy some shares of SpaceX, right? $135 a share, you know, you're making money. Everything's great. But what's the exit plan for the consumer? When are you going to pull your money out? When is enough going to be enough for you? That's really my question. All this shit is smoke and mirrors, you know what I mean? Is this just hype, or is it actual profit, all right? Because mad people are going to profit off this on the upside and the downside. I'm more so focused on what this means as a society. This is just the beginning, right? Elon Musk is talking about combining Tesla, Starlink, SpaceX, and creating like a giant ecosystem. Self-driving cars, Optimus robots, AI chips, Grok, high-speed internet via these satellites. Like, we as a people are just so lost. You know, it's bad enough NASA makes $71 million a day on this, or who knows how long in the history or in the past, in the future, you know what I mean? But when I say this is the beginning, because this is the SpaceX evaluation. If he combines Tesla, SpaceX, Starlink together, we're talking about $3-4 trillion companies. You know what I mean? You know, what Kanye say? No one man should have all that power. You feel me? But this is huge. Obviously, you know, it's going to be a good investment, but it's a volatile investment. You got to really know what's going on. You got to really keep your ear to the streets. But again, think about your exit plan as you approach this SpaceX thing, right? Because y'all know how we kick it here at OGPOV. We know that space travel is not even possible. We've never been to space. And just while we're on this subject, think about this. Every rocket launch you've ever seen it go up and you've seen it go out, right? No one has ever, and I mean ever, seen anything pierce the skies, the firmament, or let's just say no one has ever seen anything leave our atmosphere. There's a reason for that. It's not possible. So while they're raising all of this money, you know what I mean, making all of this money, everyone's gonna be making money as well. But at some point, I just feel as though the rug is gonna be pulled straight from under this thing, this SpaceX thing, because it's only a matter of time before the world wakes up and realizes, like, yo, niggas is not going to space. You could post all these CGI videos, photos from space, from the space station, you know, Artemis 2 launches. It's a joke. They're already announcing I think it's 6 astronauts for the next Artemis 3 launch, I think next year. Ridiculous, man. It's a money-making machine. What do you think? Do you think this is hype, or do you think that, you know, there's actual profits going to be made? Obviously, there's going to be profits made, but is that the focus? Is this a money grab, or do you think that we'll actually be on Mars in a matter of years? I saw talking to somebody on my thread. They said, we should be on the moon in about 3 to 4 years. Really, bro? You really believe that? I don't. I'm definitely a naysayer of this whole movement. I don't think that it's possible, and I would love to see them prove me wrong. I'll be the first to admit that I'm wrong, but I'm standing on it. We are not able to get into space, but the allure of us getting into space, traveling to different planets, setting up shop on different planets, by the time all this shit comes to fruition, Elon Musk is going to be dead. He will have made his money. He probably will be done pulled some of his money out. Who fucking knows? But space is controlling all of this shit, man. Like, yes, we're in the AI wave, right? Self-driving cars, robots, you know, jobs jobs are going to be scarce. At least they're saying that jobs are going to be scarce. You know, this whole data center craze. It's so much going on, but this Friday is a big deal for the entire world. SpaceX IPOs, Elon Musk becoming the first trillionaire, and ultimately reshaping how we see society as it is now. You know what I mean? Space travel is one of the biggest money makers in the history of humankind. And Elon Musk is trying to take it further. You know, he's trying to take it there, right? What's your thoughts? Let me know what you think in the comments. SpaceX IPOing at $135 a share. First, are you in? What's your exit plan? And just what do you think about all of this? What do you think about Elon Musk becoming the first trillionaire? Maybe not liquid, but he there. You know what I mean? He's definitely doing his thing. You know, I'm not hating on him. What are your thoughts on this whole AI movement? Do you think it's going to help or hurt society more? Either way, let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, stay locked into all things OGPOV, where we kicking game from an OG point of view.